12 Rounds TV. I just finished watching the HBO episode of The Legends Speak. Max Kellerman, Jim Lampley, Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, Manuel Marquez, George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins, and Lennox Lewis, all in the video, and all of them spoke about the upcoming Mayweather vs. Pacquiao fight. First up, I want to say that this episode by HBO is great. You know, it's great. I liked it, and I liked it better than what Showtime had put out. Both 2 episodes, the Inside Mayweather Pacquiao. I think for some reason HBO does better when it comes to all these all access per se, you know. But they do a good job. Like I said before in my past video, that HBO seems to trump Showtime when it comes to all access type stuff. I loved it, man. It was great. You guys ought to watch it. It should be already out on YouTube. Just go on HBO Boxing and you'll see it, man. The title is Mayweather Pacquiao, The Legends Speak. I'm sure if you're a boxing fan, you know what I'm talking about, and you probably already watched it. But we all have our differences in opinions, you know, when it comes to Mayweather and Pacquiao. Manny, all of us, all boxing fans around the world. Okay, well, let's get to it. The episode starts with Jim Lampley talking with and interviewing Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley. Both fighters fought Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. Oscar De La Hoya had a lot of great things to say about Mayweather and Pacquiao, because, you know, Oscar, he's one of the best champs. You know, he used to be very, very good. Obviously until later in his career where he started losing, but before, we know Oscar De La Hoya, great boxer. So, you know, Jim Lampley talked to Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya got nothing but great things to say about Mayweather and Pacquiao, like I said. Basically, Oscar De La Hoya's view on the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, that yeah, this is, you know, a major event, a big fight that everybody must see. They talked. Oscar De La Hoya talked about, because he was asked by Jim Lampley, he talked about the styles, the differences, and potentially who would win the fight. Oscar De La Hoya talked about the defense mechanism of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the ferocious, if you will, explosiveness, aggressiveness of Manny Pacquiao, because he both fought them. As we know that when Mayweather fought De La Hoya, beat him, but it was close. In my opinion, it was close, and so to other people. But when Oscar De La Hoya fought Manny Pacquiao, the fight was stopped. It was ruled out as TKO. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. were watching this, he would argue that, he's very vocal about this, he would argue that Oscar De La Hoya went the same after he beat him. That's why Manny Pacquiao beat him how he did. And I would have to disagree. A one loss or a loss itself doesn't make the fight, or doesn't predict the future. If anything, what don't kill you makes you stronger. As a lot of fighters that had lost before and came back better fighters. Name a few. Manny Pacquiao. Let's start off with that. He lost to Marquez. He's been great since. Vladimir Klitschko lost. Last loss was about 10, 11 years ago. He had a fight today that he won the unanimous decision against Jennings. Great fight. Oscar De La Hoya talked about the defense of Mayweather and a potential win for him. You know, as a matter of fact, Oscar De La Hoya said something about Manny Pacquiao is a southpaw and very awkward that has punches comes from every direction that could potentially hurt Mayweather. On the other hand, Mayweather has a great defense that Manny Pacquiao really got to get in there. Well, in the end, Oscar De La Hoya's point of view of the both fighters, because he was asked who's going to win. Oscar De La Hoya, he said this. First off, Oscar De La Hoya said that this is going to be the biggest fight in the history of boxing. This is going to be a great fight. But his view of each fighter being with them already before inside the ring is that Oscar De La Hoya thinks that in his head, Mayweather is going to win. But in his corazon, which is his heart, he said he's with Manny Pacquiao. What that tells me on my simple analysis, like I said about this video, is that Oscar De La Hoya has a strong feeling that Mayweather is going to win because of the defensive style. But he wants Manny Pacquiao to win. That's just my thought. Oscar De La Hoya is a great fighter. He's a great guy. He's a good guy. And I wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Next one was Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley had a lot of great things to say, and I kind of disagree with him on some occasions. Like I said, this video is only my thoughts, because Mosley fought both Mayweather and Pacquiao. Mosley fought Mayweather first. As with his fighters that I'm going to talk about, all of them pretty much fought Mayweather first, then Pacquiao. And yeah, they got both defeated by those two, except for Marquez. Anyway, Shane Mosley, he talked about the style, the ferocious style of Pacquiao. That he said, you know, Pacquiao got those calves very quick. You know, that he didn't see punches coming, and that he didn't even know. After Pacquiao knocked him down, he didn't see that punch coming. He didn't think that he was going to hurt him. I mean, he got in the ring with Pacquiao knowing that he could take him. No easy, because he was talking about Pacquiao's height. That he said, you know, when I stood up in front of Pacquiao, he was below my chin or on my chin. So, you know, I was confident and stuff like that. But he underestimated Pacquiao's punching power, style and technique. So he went down and he lost to Manny Pacquiao, obviously. On the other hand, he talked about Mayweather. Mayweather said, he said about Mayweather that he did catch him. You guys know, I think Shane Mosley is the closest one to ever get to knocking down Mayweather and potentially knocking him out, or potentially winning against Mayweather. But it didn't happen because Mayweather's defensive style, and he came back. But anyhow, Shane Mosley talked about when he fought Mayweather, he got him. You know, he thought he got him, but when he tried to get that big shot again after he almost knocked him down, he just couldn't get it. You know, he simply said he couldn't get it. And what that means to me is that Mayweather adjusted. He can adjust to every fight. That's how I get it. So he couldn't finish him off because Mayweather had adjusted to the fight. And, you know, not to deny that Mayweather has a great chin. Somehow. I mean, it was a big shot from Mosley, and Mayweather took it. I mean, he held on to him. Had he not held on to him, and Kenny Bayless wouldn't be the referee, I think Shane Mosley had a better chance. But Kenny Bayless, he breaks him off so quick, and he should have broke him off as soon as Mayweather started freaking hugging him. So Shane Mosley almost had a chance with Mayweather, but didn't get to finish it. He ended up losing the fight against Mayweather. And that's the story. So yeah, Shane Mosley had a chance, just couldn't finish it. Shane Mosley had good things to say about Manny Pacquiao, to include about his, you know, his quickness, his style. I believe Mosley somewhat believes that Manny Pacquiao has the ability to beat Mayweather. In the end, Shane Mosley was asked who would he pick his fight. Who would he pick for the Mayweather fight and Pacquiao to win? Mosley picked Mayweather. His reasoning was simply because of his defensive style. Now, my analysis on that is defensive style of Mayweather is great, it's good. But almost every opponent he's ever had is nowhere near close to Manny Pacquiao. He beat everybody that were on that episode, except for the legends themselves. I mean, I just don't see it. I mean, I guess because they fought Mayweather in the ring, you know, but it just contradicts himself a little bit when Mosley clearly stated that he almost beat Mayweather, that he got him. He just couldn't finish him off. But on the other hand, Manny Pacquiao, I mean, we might as well say he couldn't touch him. Yeah, Mosley landed some jabs, you know, some hits with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao didn't feel it. Manny Pacquiao knocked down Mosley. Mayweather couldn't do that. Mayweather won just like any other fights he's ever had against Mosley. Manny Pacquiao and Mosley were different. So I don't understand. I mean, I don't know if this is because of friendship or whatever against Mayweather, but for some reason, as I go with this video, as I go on with this video, you're gonna hear me talk and say that most of them are pro Mayweather, which I like, which I don't fucking get, but I like it, you know, because we like to be underdog. Well, I do like to be underdog when it comes to stuff like that. Because when my underdog wins or succeeded, then everybody else can eat their words. It's all good. Anyways, Mosley picks Mayweather to win. After that, it was, I believe it was Ricky Hatton. If you guys know, Ricky Hatton fought Mayweather first. He got knocked out 9th round. He was put down by Mayweather 9th round, and he was knocked down, I think, a couple times or once before that left hook. It was a great fight. Don't get me wrong. The Ricky Hatton and Mayweather fight was a great fight. Okay, it was a great fight. I mean, it was like a brawl. It was like, everything. It was a brawl, it was defensive, it was counter punching. I mean, it was everything. You know, it was one of the best fights during that time. Yeah, I like that. I like that fight. It was good. I mean, it was big. It was big. Ricky Hatton says that, you know, Mayweather has very good defense, and that he emphasized that Mayweather can adjust as the rounds go. Pretty much, he can adjust to any fighter. Now, Ricky Hatton talks about Manny Pacquiao. The comparing the Ricky Hatton Mayweather and Ricky Hatton Manny Pacquiao, I would have to say Manny Pacquiao fight was boring. Because he fucking knocked him out in 2 fucking rounds. That's why. And I don't fucking understand why Ricky Hatton is talking shit, alright, out of his fucking ass about Mayweather. This is another guy. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is friendship or clearly. Because it's because Manny Pacquiao is not vocal. He's very humble and kind. You know, people don't consider him. You know, even though these fuckers that are talking about him, you know, to include Shane Mosley, that are not given enough credit to Manny Pacquiao, even though, to include Shane Mosley, Manny Pacquiao beat them, not just fucking decision, not just fucking, you know, slightly jabs, fucking beat them. And for you to say that is, I don't know if this is a grudge holding. I mean, if they're holding grudges. I mean, I don't know. But for some reason, I take it as like fucking these guys are holding grudges. But anyways, whatever. So Ricky Hatton, on the other hand, was knocked the fuck out by Manny Pacquiao in 2 fucking rounds. He knocked him down the first round. Second round, he was knocked out cold. Anyway, so yeah, it was a boring fight because he got knocked the fuck out quick. But Ricky Hatton talks good about fucking Mayweather, like he's better than Pacquiao. Like Mayweather. Okay, Ricky Hatton says that the only reason why he's picking Mayweather to win against Manny Pacquiao is because he can adjust as the round goes. Yes, to fucking fighters like you. Mayweather has never fought anybody southpaw, especially a fucking awkward southpaw before. He's fought southpaw before and he had troubles with him. When Ricky Hatton fought Mayweather, he went all the way 9 rounds. 9 fucking rounds. Yeah, anyway, Pacquiao knocked out Ricky Hatton in 2 fucking rounds. One of the best knockouts, actually. If you type in best knockouts, it'll be there. If you go search on Google or on YouTube, whatever, Manny Pacquiao's best knockouts, you'll come up. It's one of the best knockouts. It's a perfect knockout. It's a chin shot. Anyway, so yeah. So at the end, homeboy, freaking Ricky Hatton picks Mayweather because of a defensive style and because supposedly Mayweather can adjust to every round. Got it. Okay, I believe next interview was Manuel Marquez, the one, yes. The one that knocked out Manny Pacquiao after fucking 4 fights. The same fucking guy that fought Manny Pacquiao and begged Manny Pacquiao for fucking 4th fight, and all of a sudden he picks Mayweather to win. Because the same fucking, check this out, it's the same freaking analysis of Mayweather as Ricky Hatton. All I hear about all coming out of these people's words are defensive style. I never hear from these fuckers, I never hear them say punching power or fucking stat, you know, or hard hits or offensive style. That is, it's all defensive. It sounds like a fucking faggot running from somebody. Defensive, whatever, right? We all got our own opinion, whatever. So anyway, so Manuel Marquez, you know, like I said, the episode of the Legends Talk was great. You know, like I said, I liked it because HBO put this out there and it gave us fans and viewers inside of what these fighters really think of Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. That's great. It's great for us. Anyway, let's move on. So yeah, Manuel Marquez said that, he truly believes that Manny Pacquiao will lose to Mayweather because of defensive style. And check this out. Manuel Marquez says that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is more intelligent than Manny Pacquiao. I guess. Alright. That's what Manuel Marquez said. More intelligent. Okay, that's it. Let's move on. Now we move on to Miguel Cotto, one of the greatest fighters out there. He also both fought Mayweather and Pacquiao. Mayweather and Cotto fought, went to decision. Miguel Cotto put some blood in Mayweather's face. When they fought, Miguel Cotto hit Mayweather a lot in the face. That's why he had a bloody nose and mouth. And Miguel Cotto's insides or thoughts about the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight. He said it's going to be big. It's one of the greatest fight, and he truly believes that Manny Pacquiao has a great power, punching power. He's a great boxer, and he also gives respect to Mayweather. Mayweather has a great defense, just like everybody else. Defense. So to end the story, Miguel Cotto does not pick anybody. He said whoever comes to the ring comes May 2nd. Whoever comes to the ring unscared, pretty much. Not the exact word he used, but pretty much who comes to the ring brave and confident and unscared will be the one that fight. Because he said it was very difficult for him to pick which opponent will win, because these two fighters are such different, styles and tactics. So yeah, that's Miguel Cotto's point of view. My analysis pretty much, he just want to sit back and enjoy the ride and see who wins, right? Doesn't want to pick anybody. No problem. Okay, we move on to who else? I guess that's it for the people that have fought Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. I guess that's it. It was De La Hoya, Mosley, Hatton, Marquez, and Cotto. So that's 5 people that both fought Mayweather and Pacquiao. Then we move on to the legends. This is what the episode went to. The legends themselves. George Foreman, Lennox Lewis, B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins. Max Kellerman is the one interviewing them now. They start off with asking questions, basically, is this going to be the biggest fight in the history of boxing? Blase, squaze. George Foreman said no. He believed he named Frazier the first fight of Muhammad Ali and Frazier, and then he named some other fight. Another fight, I can't remember. But anyway, and he said that the third one is Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. Then comes to Lennox Lewis. He's asked about, who would win in the fight. Lennox Lewis pretty much says that, he picks. To me, what it came out to me is Lennox Lewis is more of Mayweather's side, which is, it's not a big deal. It's all right. And B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins picks Manny Pacquiao to win the fight. That's how I got it. I mean, most of them they didn't really say. Some of them they didn't really say like directly of who they're picking. Kind of like you have to take it, and I'm just telling you guys how I took it. You guys, when you guys watch a video, you guys probably have a different point of view of the whole episode. But within this, Legends talk per se, they talk about, the fight of Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. They said Max Kellerman asked Lennox Lewis that the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight is probably the biggest fight since Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. And you know, Lennox Lewis agreed, B-Hop agreed, except for George Foreman. Bernard Hopkins, he said a lot of things more than the other two legends. Bernard Hopkins actually stood up from his chair and kind of like demonstrated Floyd Mayweather's style against Manny Pacquiao, what's gonna be, or how it always has been, which is the shoulder, right? You know, that's Mayweather's style. The one hand in the right face, the shoulder, how he covers himself up, you know, defensive style. Now, during this interview with Max Kellerman and the legends themselves, the three guys, they talked about the fight of Muhammad Ali, Tyson, I mean, pretty much their fights, to include B-Hop and can't remember his friggin' name, but the other guy that he knocked out. The most important fights in pretty much in their career. You know, George Foreman, when he fought Muhammad Ali, he was undefeated, he was confident, you know. He kind of like was putting himself in Manny Pacquiao's, in Floyd Mayweather's shoes in the beginning. He was pretty much saying that, you know, as an undefeated fighter coming to a ring, you know, you probably look at the guy, you know, that this guy can't beat me, whoever's put in front of me can't beat me because I've gone through so many fights, nobody can beat me. Confident. He said something about overconfident is definitely not what attitude that you want to go inside the ring. Just, you know, taking consideration, guys, that what I'm saying to you guys is not word for word of what they said. I'm just basically taking it how I took it and saying it in my own words. So don't quote me on anything. You still gotta watch the video, watch the episode. This is just these are just my thoughts. As I get it, Bernard Hopkins' thoughts on the fight, you know, I strongly believe that B-Hop is for Mayweather, but for Manny Pacquiao, but he gives credit to Mayweather also. Lennox Lewis is the same thing. Didn't really say, kind of like you gotta take it how, you know, you have to take what he says and then just kind of make your own conclusion, your assumption of who he really thinks is gonna win. And George Foreman basically said that, you know, it's anybody's game. That's how I took it. Now guys, this fight Mayweather and Pacquiao comes May 2nd is huge. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that Manny Pacquiao is gonna win easy. I never said that. I strongly believe that Manny Pacquiao has the ability and the highest probability of winning against Mayweather. Even on the first round. If Manny Pacquiao lands that left hand to Mayweather's face, he will go down. If it's a clean shot, he will go down. Contrary to popular belief that Mayweather has a great chin, he hasn't really been hit that hard in the chin other than Shane Mosley. Maidana hit Mayweather before. Hard. But not that hard. Maidana and Manny Pacquiao are different. Maidana's right hand is not Pacquiao's left hand. But I'm saying this, that Manny Pacquiao has a potential to knock out Mayweather and knock him down the first time, and potentially win the fight if he lands him, which I believe he will. How clean We don't know. Because Mayweather has a great defense, which irritates me every time somebody's being interviewed, to include all these legends and people that have fought both Mayweather and Pacquiao. So it's like a battle of defense versus offense, which, yes, it does make it a great fight because they both have different styles. And not to mention, one's orthodox and one's southpaw, which is great. So, who will prevail? God knows. My money is on my money is on Pacquiao. Some of you guys obviously is gonna be Mayweather. So it's 50-50. Hell, Vegas is all over Mayweather, that's for sure. That's Vegas cash cow. Not to mention, they're fighting MGM Grand. That's Floyd Mayweather's hotel, casino, city, arena. I mean, that's his second home. But yeah, we get back to the subject. The legends talk. The legends speak, per se. It was great. Like I said, I'm not gonna criticize HBO for putting out that episode, The Legends Speak, because it was great. It was good. It was a good, very good episode. It's the first time in history they did that. It's a great one. Why? Because we got to know the inside, or we got to learn what they really think, what they were really thinking. You know, coming from fighters themselves, legends. So, my conclusion of all this is that 99% of the people that were in the Legends Speak episode of HBO are pro Mayweather. I didn't really see anybody there that gave me the feeling that they were actually pro Manny Pacquiao. Not even Miguel Cotto. Obviously not fucking Marquez. Because he believes, just because he fucking knocked out Manny Pacquiao in the fourth fight, he believes that Manny Pacquiao is no longer... he fucking believes that Mayweather is talented than Manny Pacquiao. I get it. Got it, man. You didn't forget that he gave you fucking 3 fights. And you were on the verge of getting fucking knocked out yourself on the fucking 4th fight when you caught that fucking lightning in a bottle 1 punch. Whatever. Got good respect for Marquez, but I didn't like how he talked. But that's just me. Like I said, nothing personal to Marquez. Still a great fighter, but I just didn't like. He's always been against Manny Pacquiao, even though they fought so many times, and I don't think it's. He smiles and shakes Pacquiao's hand and take pictures and all that bullshit. But deep down inside, Marquez doesn't like Pacquiao. I don't think so. They were interviewed before by Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. He said the same thing in front of Manny Pacquiao's face. He said that Mayweather is going to win the fight if they both fight. And that, but Manny Pacquiao, he said also before that Manny Pacquiao has that hits harder, which doesn't really mean anything. But anyway, Marquez has always been pro Mayweather, regardless. So yeah, that's what I got. It's like almost everybody, man. I can count Oscar De La Hoya in there too. Oscar De La Hoya is a great fighter, and like I said, his corazon, his heart, belongs to Manny Pacquiao. But he, deep down inside, he'll put if he had to put money on, he'll put his money on Mayweather. This is all because, guys, I'm telling you, this is all because Mayweather is 47-0. He's never been knocked down. He's never lost. You know what I'm saying? It's like bet on a chicken. You know what I mean? It's like bet on an animal that's never lost. So you're always gonna bet on that. You're gonna ride that animal until he loses. Until that freaking animal shows any signs of weakness and it loses, then you take your bet off and put it somewhere else. If I don't know, let's just pick a football team for example. If Oakland Raiders keep winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl, you're gonna put your money in it too. Especially if they made Super Bowl until they lose. Then you back off now. Just like what happened to the Seattle Seahawks, right? I'm sorry, I'm getting off subject here, but I'm just giving you guys an example, somewhat of what I think. Like Seahawks, everybody thought even the Seahawks was gonna win back to back, whatever. Guess what? Brady schooled them. Anyways, so everybody here is going for Mayweather, pretty much. That's how I got it. They had good things to say about Manny Pacquiao. Don't get me wrong. All right, they had good things to say about Manny Pacquiao, but deep down, how I got it to include Jim Lampley and Max Kellerman, all these guys are fucking pro Mayweather, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine with me. That's fine with a lot of us that are Manny Pacquiao's fan, because at the end of the day, we know what Manny Pacquiao is capable of. That comes May 2nd, if Manny Pacquiao wins, especially if it's a fucking KO, then everybody will eat their words. Okay? If Manny Pacquiao loses, they can't say shit. Why? They already put him underdog in the beginning. It's all good. So yeah, Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley also had something to say. Jim Lampley, as we know, he's pro Mayweather. Max Kellerman, that's how I got it though, that he's also pro Mayweather. But like I said, these are my analysis. These are just my thoughts. You guys gotta analyze. I mean, it's not that long. The episode is not that long. It's only 30 minutes. HBO, Mayweather, Pacquiao, the legends speak. It's already on YouTube. I already saw it. So watch it, guys. You'll see it and see it from your perspective, not mine. And go back to my channel and comment down below and let me think what you think of what they said. But for me, like I said, all of them, majority, they pick Mayweather. And probably most of you that are watching my videos, it's always been like that. So Manny Pacquiao has always been the cause of why the fight didn't happen. Manny Pacquiao is always the one that's underdog. Manny Pacquiao is, ever since the fucking Marquez knockout, ever since that, man, everything just fucking changed, which is unfair. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Because Manny Pacquiao, we know what he's capable of. He's going forward. He's gonna fight. He never dodge and duck no fucking body. He's not scared of nobody. He's beat people, guys, athletes, champions, way bigger than him, to include Mosley, De La Hoya, freaking who else, man? Everybody's bigger than him. So these people that are talking crap about Manny Pacquiao after Manny Pacquiao beat the shit out of him, to include Ricky Hatton. 2 rounds, bro. Ricky Hatton, 2 rounds. Mayweather, he went all the way 9th round. And he got the fucking guts to say that fucking Manny Pacquiao is not no better than Mayweather because of defense? Because, as Marquez says, talented more? Yeah, they really are scholars. Anyways. But they're the boxers, they're the athletes, they're the one that got inside inside the ring with Pacquiao and Mayweather, so, who am I to say, right? But I think it's unfair, a little unfair, a lot unfair, of how these people see Manny Pacquiao. They only liked him when he was winning before the Marquez fight, but after the knockout of Marquez, like, everybody just kind of like looked down on Pacquiao, feel sorry for him, because he's put a lot to the sport, and he's, contrary to popular belief, Mayweather is not the fucking reason why the Mayweather-Pacquiao is happening on May 2nd. Even though Mayweather said that shit all over the fucking news, and that's what he's open mouth. This fight happened because of me. Bullshit. This fight happened because Manny Pacquiao kept fucking pushing it for it. If Manny Pacquiao had said last year, especially when you start taunting him on Twitter, Instagram, and all that social medias, because Mayweather did taunt him over and over for the shit that Marquez did to Pacquiao 2 years ago. He was taunting him 2014 when the shit happened 2 years ago, 2012. Anyways. So yeah. Manny Pacquiao's underdog. Almost everybody thinks that Manny Pacquiao is going to lose. that Mayweather is gonna win because of his defense, because of his great defense. How the fuck do you win a great defense? Anyway, um, but yeah, guys, that's my little analysis on the whole thing. I really suggest that you guys watch it and go back to my channel. Let me know what you think. I mean, I might, I see it differently, but I tend to overanalyze things every now and then, but not on this one. I don't believe so. I watch it twice, by the way. I watch it on YouTube, and I watch it on my TV. So I watch it twice. It's a great show by HBO. Don't get me wrong. Perfect, outstanding. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys. That's my little analysis of the whole thing. Now I got it. How other athletes and how the legends sees that, and how the opponents that Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather both fight before, how they see the fights. Pretty much, this is how it's gonna be. Comes May 2nd, whoever's on the ring sides, 90% of those guys, if not more, are pro Mayweather. In the outside rings, on TV, in their household, are pro Manny Pacquiao. So there you go. Thanks for listening to me. I know this is a long video. Thanks for listening to me, and thanks for subscribing to my channels, to those of you guys that did. And like I said, I'll keep them coming until May 2nd. I'll upload videos, 1, 2, 3 videos every day, and on my views on the newest, latest, and greatest news that comes out between Mayweather and Pacquiao. You guys take care and stay safe. Come back to this channel. Let me know what you think after you guys watch it, and we'll talk about it. Talk to you on the next one. Peace.